I do. It was fun.
Oh.
Do
How
you
did
not
this start
hear?
yesterday?
Can they hear you, Junie?
No, they
Just
couldn't.
like this, we couldn't hear Junie.
Can you hear
That's
Junie
exactly how it started.
now?
couldn't
Nope,
hear
they can't
Junie.
hear you, Junie.
Minus small mouth of slight ambiguous beginnings. Well, I
You
mean,
don't get to name shit if
listen.
you're not in channel.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right. Look, if you don't get to know what happened since you didn't want to be here. So stop
So-
I
watching.
think it started with
Rono, go to
Christmas
bed.
presents,
Yes.
Christmas
it started
presents
with
and-
Christmas.
most of us being hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is correct.
And I believe Boblin gave
It started
Amelia.
with a visit from Bob.
Boblin gave Amelia like a giant bag of holding it like box bag filled with gifts for the rest of the people.
Everyone got a backpack of holding,
Yep.
Yep.
except Olivia, who got a Joanne bag of shit. I believe that was. I believe that was called. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
And then we all met at Olivia's place again, where I'm doing paperwork, and then I get handed the Joanne's bag and start plunking various devices in the bag while a conversation ensues that I don't
Yeah.
remember.
So what had happened was that Abel was asking Gabe about wanting to eat Demetrius. And Gabe was like, I don't care. You can eat him, but you should probably ask the others. And then Abel had a conversation with Edgar, his crow raven thing,
Bird.
about like, I don't know, morality. I don't know. So the bird wanted Abel to talk to Olivia, or Snow, as he called her. 'cause
Yeah, she's
like
now
Snow
nicknamed
White.
Snow White.
So yeah, then Gabe and Abel wound up going over to Olivia's. And Abel was like, hey, Olivia, can I eat Demetrius? Because that's his thing now, because Demetrius cheated. And that's not fair.
Lysambra.
Or I'm sitting here like, you can eat whoever the hell you want. I don't care. Don't eat things in my house.
Right.
Fair.
Which
Speaking of
fed
things in your
wonderfully
house.
into the knock on my door.
You
Open
mean-
it, and my limping brother is outside the door.
He wanted to see his baby sister.
And now I've got to remember how that conversation went.
You eat people? Why do you eat people? Wait, do you eat your own kind?
Oh,
of
that's
people?
right, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot
Yeah,
of like
so
back
we
and
learned-
forth.
We learned Derek did not know what he was. He is Guru, by the way. And did not know what I was, which was a fun, long, concerning conversation. In which he learns that there's a lot of things that go in and out of my house, and we don't eat any of them.
Wait a minute, you have what now? Why do you have all these things in your house? This makes no sense.
I assigned Goldie to him before things got weirder, and I forget why things got weirder.
You know, I also
I called
forgot
Hera.
one thing. Yes,
I
you
called
called
Hera.
Hera. Yeah. I was like, well, how did
To let her
things
know
get
that Derek
weirder?
was at my house.
And this is where the
And
shit
Hera.
show really starts.
Yeah, she's a little preoccupied and doesn't really listen to what I'm saying because things are screaming and dying in the background. So I got an address from her because she said there's A-bombs here,
Yes.
and everything went to hell from there.
That once you say that phrase, everyone jumped into action of saying, "Let's go do the thing."
Which I don't know why we did that, but we did.
Yes. Yes, you took that pony and
Because
you rode it
most
to
of
the
us
station.
feel the need. Most of us feel the need to finish the job we started.
I guess maybe in my
don't
mind,
think-
I had heard there's an A-bomb there. And I was like, oh, cool. We could probably maybe all take one A-bomb. So
Hey,
that was
Frank-
my defense,
Frank-
to be real honest.
Frank's
with
not
you.
with us. We could show Frank that we can do the thing. This is fine. This was
Yeah.
fine.
It was not fine. So we go in the car
To the bar.
Nix's bar.
Yep, that was a thing.
Where there was a dark and mysterious mist.
It was a supernatural mist.
We
That,
could not see through it.
though Gabe did recognize it was of magical and mystical makings,
Mm-hmm.
but not of one that he would know as Tremere.
And then Gabe's standing there going, "What the hell?" Because I think it was Abel went one way. Maybe
all-
it went another.
you all-
We had
You all
Olivia's after Hera.
Yeah, you all went in as a group, and then you
We
all
went to the
said,
bar,
"Fuck
in
this,"
the bar.
and disappeared.
and then we left out of the bar, and then Olivia's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go this way and find Hera." Meanwhile, there's something running underground causing tremors in the earth, and Abel's like, "Oh, I want underground." So Abel goes foof through the ground. Meanwhile, Amelia has popped Gemini's whatever mirror image or whatever the equivalent is, and has a double there, and Gabe's like, "What's the plan?" and didn't get a response.
Nobody's there.
So
Oh no, I was following the A-bomb that was dragging his buddy.
that's
Yes,
right. You were
that's-
following
yeah.
that one.
Not A-bomb guru, those were gurus. I was
So,
intrigued. It was an A-bomb, I
Abel-
would have gone, help.
Abel was underground, and he's like, "Oh, an A-bomb. I would like to eat this, please." And he tries, and then another A-bomb shows up, and he still tries because he frenzies, and it got real bad. And fortunately, through some sort of happenstance, he was able to get himself yeeted back through the ground up into the air.
Well, he was doing soaring leap because he was going to try and bust himself out. One of the A-bombs saw that and went, "Oh, I can help with that because I don't want him on my brother anymore." Opens up Earth as he does soaring leap. He soars through hole.
Yeah.
But before that, like, I called Gabe to tell him, okay, I'm following this guru because he's dragging his buddy. And Gabe's like, "What happened? You went one way. I don't know where the hell Abel went." So while he's ranting and yelling, Olivia's got the phone out here and she stops. She catches the Abel part. And she's like, "Have you considered calling him?" So he calls him. And the next thing I know, Olivia is hangs up about this point because the ranting starts all over again because Gabe goes, he's underground, naked, and starts yelling at the dirt.
Yeah, I had called his phone. His phone had started ringing. I found a pile of clothes. I think I had put you on hold, and then I picked you back up. And I don't remember if it was you or Amelia who was like, who had asked the question. But I tried yelling at the ground to see if he could hear me because I'd cast unseen
right, you
change
called Amelia
around the
next.
area. So I was gonna try to get him towards the area where I'd placed the ritual, and that's why I started yelling at the ground.
And now we have the quota, "But I was yelling at the ground."
Yes, that's where that happened.
Then
Meanwhile,
Abel comes flying out of a hole.
yeah, so Abel comes flying out of a hole. Amelia's there and manages to kind of catch him. He's pretty effed up. Olivia, at this point, you've made your way pretty much to the pit, right? At this point.
Yeah, I found the clearing, and that's why I called you, I think, later, or why you called me, whatever, I don't remember. But we wound up on the phone again,
Yeah.
and you're like, "We found Abel. He's beat up. What are you doing?" And somehow we all wound up in the same little area.
So I asked Abel, I was like, "Look, you're really messed up. We're in the middle of this dark, spooky fog with like A-bombs running around. I can't really fix you right now. can I just send you home? And he's like, sure. So I threw a ring on his finger, pushed him through a mirror, and he wound up back at mine and Frank's place.
Which
And
then
then-
Frank,
That's right.
unknowingly, goes upstairs to try and find out what's going on. He sees Abel, kind of helps him up, and puts him into bed.
Yeah.
Like a good could remember.
So then Amelia and I are like, well, let's go find Olivia. Because where the F is she? We find
Yeah.
Amelia. Earlier in the night, Gabe had called Artemis back when he was thinking it was just one A-bomb. And so at this point, that is revealed, and Amelia's like, well, I'm not leaving until we get Artemis out of here. And Olivia refuses to leave.
Screaming
so
match ensues.
a screaming
Yeah.
match ensues, and then Amelia calls Artemis, who is magically floating in the trees above,
She's
taking
actually
pot shots, I guess.
Yeah, she's taking pot shots. She has been trying to take
Above.
pot shots. Well, the funny thing is in
Above where Olivia's at.
people didn't know that Artemis was already on her way because she was called by somebody else. So she had already gone and scaled the tree line, scaled up a tree, and was taking pot shots. And the last one that she shot was like almost 1,000 yards away from this clearing because she saw where they were coming out of.
Gotcha. So she shows up, and Amelia was like, we're leaving, but we're not leaving until you leave, so you need to leave. And that was kind of a bit of an argument there. We kind of had to drag Artemis away. But not like physically, not like physically drag her. And then Olivia was like, well, I'm not leaving. I want to finish what I started. And at this point, Gabe's like, you know what? This is fucking dumb. I'm leaving.
And then when they got to the car, somebody had to do a composure to resolve roll.
So I literally stuck the keys in the ignition, and Junie's like, do a composure resolve. And I'm like, well, fuck. And I rolled a 1.
You ain't going anywhere.
Oh.
Gabe couldn't leave Olivia there by herself. So Gabe told Amelia and Artemis,
Stay in the car.
I said my specific words were, don't fucking move. Stay right here until I get back. Those were my words.
Now,
That's
to be
not
fair,
what they
we've
heard.
said this. We've said this to Amelia and Abel before, and how does this always go?
I know, but I was really hoping that he was angry enough they would have listened to him, but no.
But here's the
So-
thing. This is what the Malkavians heard. Stay in the car. We did.
Yeah, we know.
Stay
We
in the
know.
car. We did exactly what we had heard and stay in the car.
So Gabe goes back into the fog, tries to go back over to Olivia. Meanwhile, he can hear his car, like, right next to him in this fog, and he's like, what the fuck, Amelia?
Well, you said don't move and stay right here. So,
Uh-huh.
she didn't really move and she did stay right there.
Listen,
Hence,
I'm not
stay
going
in
to
the
argue
car.
semantics with you. They did not do as I asked.
No. That's what they heard. That's what they did. I'm not arguing. I'm just going, hey, we did what you said.
So Gabe gets over to where Olivia is, and at this point, Hera was there with some of the other Guru, and they were like digging in to try to get to where I guess there had been a pile of Guru bodies that the ground
That
had
the ground
opened up,
swallowed.
sucked them down, and then closed back up. So they were trying to dig down through there, and Gabe's like, "Look, you can come now peacefully, or I can make you go." And Olivia's like, "No, Dad, I hate you. You're not my real dad."
That sums that up pretty well. Yes, well done. You're not my
and
real
then
dad.
Gabe was like, okay. So he chains of binding her, stuck another, because he made 3 rings and multiple mirrors, stuck
Thank
another
God.
ring on her, and then put a mirror on the ground and pushed her through the mirror.
Where she then
And-
landed the same way Zed did.
Yeah. After
Except pissed.
except she was pissed and no longer bound, because once she'd gone through the mirror, she wasn't bound anymore.
And not
Um,
bleeding. Abel was not getting back up of his own free will, okay?
This
He
is-
was hosed.
This is
No,
true.
that's very true. So then Gabe puts the mirror back in his bag, gets in the car, and is like, let's just go. And while they're driving, Olivia's back at the house, Frank's
Having an argument with Frank.
Frank's like, 2 in one day? What's going on? Because all Abel had been telling him was the A-bombs cheated.
This
That
is
was
true.
all.
This is true.
Ow.
And lots of ow. So Frank didn't know what was going on. And Olivia's like, well, I need to leave because I have unfinished business to attend to.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile,
Managed to get a
Frank's-
call off to Dewey. And that's all I managed.
You managed to get a call off and you were heading out the door and Frank messaged Gabe and was like, oh, hey, I don't really know what's going on. Olivia seems pissed and she's leaving. She's gone. And Gabe's like, you let her leave? Right after I sent her there? And he was like, how was I supposed to stop her? And Gabe's like, you can literally stop time. And which Frank was like, oh yeah, I can do that. And then led moment Clotho's gift on Olivia.
Well, it was more of like he was like, this really isn't my problem. I wasn't involved in it.
You can almost hear "okay, fine" in the background. I swear.
Yeah, right, you could.
Why is Gormora exactly?
Why would you stop her? You know what? That is a great question. And all I can say is that the amount of rage I was in.
You know what? All I can say is if
Probably
you'd actually been playing, I might have gotten to leave.
That's true, actually.
Because I offered
if
to take
Rono had
all
been
those
there-
titles and property back.
Let's actually rewind that because if Rono was there, it would not have been Abel's butt and your butt that I would have had to drag out of there. It would have been Frank's.
That's fair.
So
Yeah. Well, no, you probably still would have had to drag mine out. Abel probably still would have been in pieces.
probably would have been all 3 of you.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Amelia is in Bonkers Town because Malkavian, and she's like, ooh, let's give the A-bomb sprinkles. And Gabe's like, in what fucking universe is that a good idea?
I didn't know where she was going with that, but I was rolling with it because I'm like, okay, if you want to really
Wait,
glamour
what?
an abomination.
Look, I would love to see it, but I don't want to see it, if that makes any sense.
I mean, the experiment.
Yeah,
I
it
give
makes
her.
perfect sense.
I give her grade A experimentation idea. F for application and actual process.
I knew he had to defend his ass. Muted.
Yeah, I can't hear him at all.
I told him he would want to be on.
Okay. So, full disclosure, if Olivia had offered to take care of all that stuff, Ward's right there. Go to town. Have fun. In the
Yeah,
post when you get there.
yeah, but storyteller at the time wasn't really thinking that. And I thought, you know what? No, Frank really wants to deal with all those businesses and all of that other shit he just got and inherited. So we're just gonna not only pop Clotho's gift, do let in moment, but he's going to chain her up.
Retcon. Yeah, right.
Not only did he chain her up, he picked her up and put her into the room with Abel and said, stay there until she started to start breaking the chains. And you just said to, and I had Frank say, just wait until Frank gets here, or wait until Gabe gets here, because then you two can have your talk and I'm out.
I wouldn't get involved. I'd be like, all right, we'll just talk to Gabe, and I would throw the phone at her and be like, she's your problem now.
Junie is known for not playing each other's characters properly. You are correct, and at the same time, more drama.
Well, I mean, Judy, you had one job with Frank last night. Have him go to each warehouse and check it out. Who said he was going to be home in the early hours?
Knowing how he does things, he probably would have popped Clotho's gift, went through all 3 of them really quickly,
Why would
went
he
home,
be at
and
home?
Okay, that can be retconned because this was not early hours. This is why I actually sat my ass still.
It was
Because
because
I
you
found
also
out it was too
later.
close to sun up.
Yeah,
It was
we
too
were
close.
Later.
yeah, this is like
That-
about an hour or 2 before sunrise. So I would assume, yes, Frank would have been home because
All
it's
right.
close to
That's
sunrise.
faithful.
Daddy
That's
said we're
faithful.
gonna have a family meeting.
Yeah.
Daddy said we're gonna have a family meeting when I get home. Keep her there. And I'm sitting there with a twitchy trigger finger because I'm ready to blast my way through Gabe to get back where I'm supposed to go, and then I learn what time it is.
And then Well, it's also close to the 4-hour mark as well, and I'm thinking, okay, well, this just makes sense. Yeah. Frank would have been home. He would have look. I don't know what's going on. Even though you're part of my coterie, something's going on. Just sit here. Let's find out, talk it out, and then just move on. That's where I was going with this.
Let's be honest, Frank's patience after patching Abel up far enough for Gabe to deal with him later probably would have been gone.
No.
Well,
I wouldn't have wasted any willpower on Abel. I'm not, mentally attached to him.
I think that at least as you know.
Well, no, but you don't.
I think
I
that
have willpower again.
You don't want him bleeding everywhere.
Yes, you do have willpower.
Oh, that's true.
Well, that's.
I got bleached.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, but I also think that with how Abel was, and you just got pushed through a mirror, Frank would be like, "Oh, we just put you on bed, right? Put you in the bed. You'll peel yourself out later. I will
put him on Gabe's bed.
Whatever bed you put him on."
Works.
He was staying at your place. He was in the guest room.
Yeah.
So
it depends. Where did you have the mirror? Because that would have dictated it.
All mirrors pop out in bathrooms, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, well, I would have just left him in the thing that you take a bath in that I'm blanking on the word for. That one! Would have just let him bleed out the tub.
He wasn't bleeding
God,
at all.
Yesterday.
He wasn't bleeding. Well, he was bleeding, but by the time
he had taken some aggro damage.
Yeah. He was sitting at about 3, almost 4.
Like, I would have turned on the shower and just been like, I'll get you a blood bag. I'll be right back. And just left him there bleeding.
Well, by the time he got out and Gabe had dressed him, the blood kind of stopped bleeding. So it wasn't technically bleeding out. He was just kind of bloody.
Scabbing over. He was scabbing over.
Kind of, sort of, even though he got chunks of his side stripped out. But, it was...
So Frank just kind of left us there.
Frank had left.
Stay with Abel.
I tried to be the asshole. I'm very bad at being the asshole.
No, it's fine though. Like the only areas he fucked up were instead of
giving a shit.
How could I stop her? Like he knows he can stop anybody if he wants to.
Right. So that's why I was thinking. Okay.
So why would I stop her? Would have been the Frank option there.
Fair enough, but I was also thinking that also Gabe's like, you can literally stop time, and that's when the EO kicks in, going, you're right, I can't stop time. I could just hold on to her, let her and Gabe have it out, and I could just sit here for a pure enjoyment.
Yeah, no, that's not the question he would have asked, but it happened. I'm not going to retcon it. You won't retcon it. It's fine.
Oh, I look at it from a standpoint of it's like, oh, it happened, it's okay. I mean, nobody got it.
So he leaves me in there with Abel until Gabe gets home. Gabe comes in and starts Gabe's still
raging pissed.
The patience is gone.
Yeah, willpower's gone. I was hungry. Like,
did I turn off Leaden Moment before Gabe walked in?
Yes.
Because all that would have gone at her really.
Yes.
Fast.
No.
I didn't shoot. I didn't shoot.
You stopped Leaden Moment after you chained her up, so that you could get her upstairs and put her in bed. So I did do that. Okay. And I can play other people. I played Amelia beautifully. She lived.
That's what's important, right?
I forget how Gabe started that conversation, but
Gabe pretty much started the conversation of, this was a stupid fucking idea. Why did we do this with no game plan?
That's right. Then we moved into I have obligations and how you felt obligated to keep us alive. And then at that point, Olivia's just done. Storm out, slam the front door. Dewey hasn't left yet. I get in the car, and that's where we ended it.
Yeah, more or less was there. So
Frank's just sitting on a Capri Sun, sipping and just watching all of us going. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like popcorn. I'm just enjoying the show.
Exactly.
Like, it's nice when I'm not the one that's
you.
making half-assed plans that are working.
Well, to be fair for Nerdy, I did have that little quarrelsome thing with William that you do, and you did fire and cause havoc and mayhem, and I did have you make sure that you were killing people, and you were being your uniquely happy-dappy murder hobo Malkavian self.
How did 60s Night at the Drop go?
Fantastically. It was beautiful. People wanted more.
Was that party you invited people to?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's
why... That was the party, was Junie? Okay.
Yeah, and that's why Boblin came over to Amelia's house to apologize for the New Year's Day event over at the Drop because Sprinkles may or may not have gotten into people's drinks that she didn't know of. And she
Gotcha.
she tracked down Amelia, and hence why the bags and the gift cards and all that fun stuff.
So yeah, it was a great session. It was a great session.
Sounds like I missed out on
Oh,
a shit
yeah.
show.
It was actually a really good.
Oh
session.
yes, it was that too.
It was a shit show. It was.
It was
great.
both.
It was a beautiful shit show. It was our shit show.
It was a
the
show
problem.
that just happened.
It was a show worthy of Abel's last run for a while.
Oh,
You had to remind me. It's so sad.
Our cinnamon roll.
I know.
Playing up
So-
for respects.
He'll pop back in from time to time.
Unrelated, I saw this pop up the other day. Shaft of Belated Dissolution. Would you be able to do that with a mop?
Probably. Technically, if a mop handle's made out of wood, yeah, you sure can.
So if the whole shaft is wood, then the entire thing is effectively a steak?
It would
Beat 'em
be
with
like a big steak. You'd have to
Okay.
spend a lot of blood on it.
Dude.
Okay. I just figured I'd throw that out there.
I would assume you'd have to spend a lot of blood on it.
Usually a steak's about yay long, maybe just a wee bit longer. You're looking at making like a fucking javelin of bladed disillusionment.
Which would be
Yeah.
real cool.
Yeah.
But
To
would
be honest,
probably
that's not the
kill
weirdest one they've
you.
done yet.
You would probably die trying to make it.
Well, what if you had 3 Tremere working on it? Because it's 3 times the length.
I mean, might as well just throw 5 in there, man.
Well, might as well then. Fuck it.
If you,
I mean, okay, that requires you getting 5 Tremere in the same room.
That will
and
work
agreeing
together.
To do it. That will work together. And agree to do it.
Well, I mean, you have a
And not
life
use
boon
it
from
on one
somebody
another.
now. You have a life
Yeah.
boon from somebody now.
I have a
so-
life boom and 4 large boons, if I remember correctly.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I guess you only need 3 because you're 1 and she's 1.
yeah, but she has a
And-
life boon and 3 or 4 3 big boons from one person.
Right. Like a life boon would be a life for a life, but she's still got
No.
her under her thumb.
Oh no. Life boon is for the kindred's child, or any other of her any of her bloodline. So if she doesn't feel the life boon, it goes to Edward. If Edward doesn't do it, then it goes to his childer and that childer and that childer, and it goes down the line.
Oh
That's
god.
what a life
That's gonna
boon
come back to
means.
haunt us in a couple seasons.
Probably.
Everything's gonna come back to haunt us.
Probably.
Oh god.
Hmm.
I sure hope it does.
Oh,
Well,
God.
it might haunt Edward.
Possibilities. Sorry, I'm thinking now.
Right?
So then, after the shit show of shit shows, don't worry, we'll have more. Maybe not in this season.
There'll be plenty next season. We're already winding that up for you.
God.
Oh,
Thank God I am not playing somebody with a sense of moral compass next season. Just saying that.
Good to
Right.
know. You are
I
not
don't
our.
think I am either.
No, you're okay. So we have chaotic neutral over here as Squirrel. Then down here we've got true neutral. I'm not exactly sure about Rono's character yet. We'll figure that one out later.
Chaotic, yes.
No, that's nerdy.
No, chaotic, yes.
No, that's nerdy. She's playing a mage.
Let's be honest, you're gonna morph into chaotic evil by the middle of the season.
That's true.
That's actually accurate.
That's
I mean,
accurate.
Ozymandias, it would probably be chaotic evil.
Can see it. Can totally see it. That's okay.
Like, probably Humanity 5. It just barely, cares about the bullshit.
Which is concerning because I think D. Ritten's going about that route too.
Mm.
Hey, fist bomb, brother!
I mean, which is great. It's great. It's great. It's great.
Morality this season. Hi, toilet. How are you?
Right. Right.
Flush.
Because I think that's what's so hard about Gabe is that like he actually does care. Like that's why he dragged Olivia's ass back.
You're
home.
rolling a moral compass? Oh
Yes. Yes, Gabe has a moral compass.
god. No, I meant D. Ritten.
Oh, D. Ritten's a moral compass?
Oh god.
Oh no.
No, no.
this'll be fun.
No, no,
Oh, God.
no, no, no,
Oh God.
This is
A
bad.
venture with a moral compass. Okay.
No,
That's so
it'll be
bad.
perfectly fine. We need a moral compass.
It'll be fine.
Like, if we break Jiminy or if we corrupt Jiminy, then we're gold.
He's gonna be
Jiminy.
the babysitter.
I don't know who Jiminy
Jiminy
is.
Cricket?
Oh, Jiminy
Oh,
Cricket.
God.
Okay. I don't know why that's relevant, but
Because he was.
He's a moral compass.
oh, yeah. No, hold on. Brain slow. It's fine.
Might I recommend caffeine and sugar?
Look, dude. I'm working on it. Okay.
All right. Well, if that fails, you can always slow it down enough that it goes fast.
I got that too. It's over there. It's off camera. I'm not gonna grab
So
it.
what are we doing for goals this week? I think that's where we normally go with this.
Yeah,
Well,
wait. Rono, where are we going with this?
So, Rono? Oh, where do you mean, where am I going with this?
Well, you popped
You ain't
in.
running this show this week, dear.
Oh, that's true.
Oh.
I just forgot
Yeah.
the whole.
Well,
I mean, if you want me to take charge, I'll take charge. I don't mind asserting my dominance. I'm Frank fucking Underhill. Wait, no, Overhill. No, Underwood. No, fuck.
Never mind. Anyhow, goals this week, kids. What are you giving me?
Oh God, I don't know. I've got to settle.
Amelia, what are your goals?
well, I know that Artemis had talked to Olivia about doing some scouting missions.
Yeah, I'm still not sure on that one. I've got to get a hold of Hera. I've got to settle because something Hera said told me I need to work on a little more security settling Derek because that's a big fat weak point waiting to happen for several groups.
Mainly you.
That's fair.
Oh, not just me, also Hera and somebody owes Hera boons, so that could become quite the problem for somebody else.
Depends.
Wait,
We'll
who
have
owes Hera Boons?
William.
Does he?
She saved a
Mhm.
vampire business.
I mean, he did say that they were going to be your problem.
Yeah, but
And yet you're the Baron. It's still going to come back to bite you in the ass.
Oh, that's fine. Not my. Yeah, I guess it is my bitch and my problem.
and it is your circus and it is your monkeys. Because an abomination, which is Kindred, attacked a Kindred business, and the Gurus stepped in to help the attack and lost people of their own. There might be a little compensation
I
on
didn't
hand.
tell them to die.
They didn't die, but let's just say they got
You said they
captured and
lost people.
yeah, they were literally taken.
Oh, okay, that's easier. I could go, you know, that's easier. Like, I could fix that. I can't bring people back from the dead.
There, yeah.
Mental note.
Not yet.
God damn it.
Wait a minute. Is Storyteller plotting? No idea.
It's fine. We'll get you next season.
Oh,
It's okay. I'll ask another coterie to take care of it.
yeah, they're
Sure.
kind of caught in time, dear.
No, another coterie. The whole world doesn't revolve around, you know, the 5 or 6 vampires that we're working with.
Oh, I'm
there
sorry.
are other kindred that are probably in coteries.
I'm
and Joliet
aware of
shooting.
that. I'm aware of that. I'm just curious as to what William knows.
I'm sure he knows a lot because, you know, Council of Shadows and everything else. Like, he keeps track of people and bullshit.
Okay.
Olivia kind of runs with the assumption that all of the information, not just Williams, but quite a lot, goes through her at this point. She's probably the best equipped to deal with some of these issues before they get to William.
You're not wrong.
Partially to keep things out of William's hair, and partially because she only trusts William so far.
Good call.
Yeah, there's that.
Hold
And part
on.
of that's because she only trusts vampires so far.
Baby kindreds learn lessons very quickly. Yay!
Isn't that the first lesson that Frank said in, like, episode 1?
Don't trust anyone?
Yes, but as you've learned since then,
Alexa,
Olivia does
stop.
not learn well that way.
This
That's
is fair.
okay.
So what's gay?
No, I think the first one was don't eat people.
No, because that's what her thing was.
No, the
Anyways,
first one was don't eat not people.
That's fair.
I remember that. It was that's not going to go well for you. Don't do that.
that's
so,
fair. I do remember that.
So what are your goals this week? Wow. The silence.
Hank.
Gabe?
Oh, I thought you said Gabe. Junie, who did you want him from?
Pick a person. We'll start there.
Gabe!
Yeah.
Okay.
Gabe's just sitting there like...
Well, Gabe was supposed to meet Morgan last night, but that didn't happen, so Gabe's got to go take care of that. He was gonna drag Abel with him.
That's fair. We can work on that off
Because
scene.
Gabe was gonna actually use one of his boons, his large boons, to help that situation.
That can be worked on.
Yeah.
The other thing is Gabe would probably, I don't know. There's either duke it out with Olivia or try and convince her not to go about it in such a stupid way, like that she could get killed.
That's fair.
I am sorely reminded of that tale where the crabs from the old fable where the mommy crab's telling the baby crab don't walk sideways, and the baby crab's like, well, maybe when you stop walking sideways.
Which is okay. I would agree with that. If in fact Gabe had ever really caused one of these big bad problems.
C3PO.
Okay, that was a good idea. I don't care what anybody says. That was a good goddamn idea, okay?
That's a matter of opinion, definition, and perception.
That was a great idea.
And it was a
Olivia does not
experience.
believe listening to William scream like that for a couple of hours was a good idea.
He's fine. He's back together, all right? He's over it. It's okay.
It doesn't matter that his wrist is kind of askew. That'll heal up over time.
That's when we find out that William just harbors this like secret lifelong grudge against Gabe for like putting his pinky on like a half a like millimeter to the side. Like,
I mean, he appreciates the effort you put in, but you don't fuck with perfection.
Well, guess what we did?
that would mean you'd have to have perfection there to start with, and you're not. So I don't know. Those are kind of Gabe's real goals. I think that's kind of pretty much it. So
Okay. I'll dive into mine then. Joke goal for Frank: get the blood out of the rug that's in the bathroom. Probably burn it, or maybe squeegee it. Try to get the blood out of it into a couple vials for Gabe to fuck around with. I'm sure that he needs some, poverty blood to play with.
Gabe is gonna pick up another ritual.
Ooh.
The one that when people are under the earth,
Mhm.
they get ripped up out of the earth.
Oh, we get to play whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
So wait, what's Frank gonna do?
Number one, wring out the blood that's in whatever rugs are in the bathroom into vials for Gabe to fuck around with.
Mm-hmm.
That's more of his joke goal because he's going to be cleaning up the bathroom to get, Abel's blood out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, house husband. Fuck off. I know you were thinking it.
That's what
I know you were thinking it. I saw your face and you're like...
Question
oh,
is are we wrong?
No, he just likes where he lives. And, I mean, you can never have too much clay blood.
Look, eventually that shit'll seep down into his lab and screw with things.
Exactly. Like, it's better to... cleanliness is second next to godliness, especially when you're working with not SARS. Other goals. I guess it's... gotta do more Blue Aid, like tons of Blue Aid. So probably work my ass to the floor on that.
Now, are you going to be doing specific flavors or?
I'm going with the 13 classics that we currently have available, and then I might try my hand at another flavor. I don't know. I'll probably get input from Gabe since it's kind of a Brothers Grimm business.
Okay. Are we working on on that, or are you actually looking at maybe taking one of those lovely companies that you got and maybe turning around to utilize that?
No, I'm not going to trust anybody else with my formula. Fuck off.
Okay, fair enough.
Zero trust in other kindred. The moment that I don't have that available, I lose a good card. Like, if I'm going to give that up, I'm going to give it up for boons. Like,
Well, I didn't know if you were actually going to use one of those pharmaceutical companies to actually like clear it out and make a better place for you to work in, so that you can make more Blue Light.
oh, for production purposes.
Yes.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, that would be something that he would have to identify over the week. I mean, his goals last night were to go through warehouses, so it depends on what he found in those before he returned home,
Oh, that's
and
fair.
what resources are available to him.
Okay.
Because, I mean, whatever he doesn't need, he'll probably relinquish over to Olivia and be like, I want to help with some of these. Here are the ones that I have no business in whatsoever. And,
Okay.
try and approach it in that direction. Because, if he's accepting of some of it, she might accept the rest of it.
When she's got more of it under control. I'm
Yeah.
also... It's a long-term goal because Derek's in no shape whatsoever to be left on his own, but I may be handing the human side of the businesses back to him.
Oh, that'll make him a bigger target. Because then you'll have to worry about...
Yes and no. He's a guru, so it might just make him a resource the guru protect. Again, with getting a hold of Hera.
No, that's fair.
And some of the estates that I've got access to, I can keep him fairly well secured and protected with an animal and such of the like without too many issues.
Okay. Anything else?
There's something about a safe.
Oh, yeah, I want to
Yes.
crack that shit.
Yeah,
There's
I want to
something
figure that
that's-
one out.
I remember notating that down and being like, "Oh, we got to deal with that."
I may also want to call Wrench and see about putting in a glamour hidden treehouse for the puka that are watching my backyard, since they're clearly not going anywhere.
Well,
Ask
I
Gabe
mean,
to, Corrosive Vitae, the device that you use to spin, so we can just pop that bitch right open.
Yeah. Yeah, totally good. Just like
Yeah.
acid blood, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to
Bring
figure
that
out which
away.
tree it's in first.
Oh, the safe.
Oh, that yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, I should be able to get the codes for that with the information I've got.
Oh, we don't know that
It's on the
yet.
list.
Yeah, see, the collaboration needs to be there
I do.
because Gabe,
You don't, I
and
do.
Frank are like, "How are we gonna break into this bitch?" And
I'm
Olivia's
gonna be
like,
like,
"Oh, I can get the code."
Lead acid.
I was like, hold on for 5 minutes, people. It's in the other tablet.
Listen, this was Gabe's point. There needs to be communication in like how we're doing things, not just
Olivia's sitting there digging in the bag of shit, pulls out a cat, pulls out a couple other things, trying to find the right tablet.
it's like a bag of holding, but not a bag of holding because you can apparently put these bags inside other bags without opening like a tear in time and space. So
this is
Mrs.
true.
Sparkles is traveling in style now.
So
you
have
can
a
totally
fancy
fit a
cat
cut
here.
up William in one of these.
No.
I'm just saying you can.
I,
Not
see-
saying
Goblin
you
said-
gotta.
I mean, we can always experiment. This would be fun.
No.
Boblin actually said you could fit a crouched up William in this bag.
Well, with the
Okay,
backpacks
so
that everyone got, you can fit a small human in there. For the
So
Joanne bag of shit, you can fit a whole human in there.
You know what you could do? You can cut up William, put him in different parts of different bags. That way he's
Okay.
safe.
If he's squeeched up with, his hands around his knees, I'm just trying to do the sizing in my head. He'd be about yay width, yay high, and yay width.
Mhm.
I'd like to keep the Baron out of anything I keep on my person. Thank you.
I mean, you could always turn around and use it to sneak him
I
in
mean,
and out
that
of
would be
shit.
useful though if you need to drive by Malkavian.
Right?
Oh, you need to forget something?
Oh no!
Open your
Better
bag.
yet, better
Surprise,
yet.
motherfucker.
Olivia carries a forget me stick.
A what?
Mastermind. The movie, The Forget Me Stick.
I never saw it.
It's a 2x4, Junie.
Oh.
Oh, that's not effective for people that know what they're doing.
No, that's for the stupid people.
That's for humans. You just have to hit them until they're dead. They'll forget
Look,
real
if
easy.
you hit them hard enough, they're going to forget you of their own free will.
You're not
Are
wrong.
you sure?
I would say that that's not accurate, but
Yeah, Frank might have words with you if you ever say that in front of him. Be like, no.
Gabe would be like,
No.
"Oh, well, let's test it out. Just hit Frank with it."
Good luck.
Not Abel. Don't hit Abel. He doesn't need help.
No. Do not hit the Able.
Yeah, I'd be popping Clotho's gift and just dodging it. Be like,
Right.
this is why it's not going to work.
Stick
if
my
only
foot out
everybody
next
had
time.
those gifts.
Promptly step over foot, grab stick,
Yeah, I know. It wouldn't
counter
work well.
spell.
Oh my god. So,
Oh, God.
with how everything else, any other ideas, goals?
William, keep Artemis out of trouble.
Fuck.
Look,
Well, I mean, that's if he can. I mean, she was
He's going
golden,
to
but
try.
sure. He was just
I mean,
rather
maximum
busy
effort.
yesterday. He was just rather busy.
first I
yesterday.
probably need to open that office that Mrs. Sparkles took the catnip into. That could be a problem.
Look, it's just like regular old catnip, all right? Like
Look,
there's nothing
When my
janky
cat
about
in
it.
reality gets catnip, he turns into a salad
Oh,
shooter.
I know how they get. I'm just saying, it's not. I don't want you to think that it's like I poisoned it or something. It's just like
no,
catnip
no.
in the shape of a Christmas tree, and it's supposed to be cute.
And she's just like,
Oh, it was very
"Meow."
cute. I just know the cat itself might be the problem.
The cat's just, enjoying the catnip and just like, best thing ever.
The cat's
I've had
getting
cats that
high
get
tech.
all. I've had cats that get mellow on catnip. They're great. The one I've got now turns into Edward Scissorhands. He's not allowed to have effing catnip ever. Fuck no.
Oh my God.
I just thought of another goal, and Gabe will probably do this. Everybody is gonna get their own ring.
Aww.
Well, that'll be useful.
That way, if they
Including William.
need to, William's already got one.
That's true. That's
Maybe
true.
don't give Olivia hers until she's calmed down because she may feed it to something instead.
That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, everybody's getting the rings. So that way, if you won't listen to Gabe for whatever reason, you would still have to have a mirror, though. That's the other problem.
Oh, that's fine. You just carry a mirror. You're in
Mirror
your bag.
A and mirror B. That's what Gabe was doing. Was carrying like a bigger mirror in his
Mirror.
bag. No, just putting it on the ground and like stepping into it. Like that's easy peasy.
Personal note, things not to keep in the bag at
if
the
you
same
have somebody
time.
step into it, you can pick the mirror up.
What about
Yeah.
not stepping into it? What if you just have it in your hands, like one that's yay width and like
Like-
yay high, and you just bring it over their head and let
Yeah.
it drop?
Yeah, you totally can.
I mean, the only
See-
problem is when it drops, it shatters when it hits the ground. Still,
Now I'm
I-
thinking what happens if you put the ring and the mirror in one of these bags at the same time. And what happens is Frank hears the thump thump "Meow" in his bathroom upstairs.
Poor Miss Sparkles.
Well, at least he's got company.
Opens the bathroom door and there's this avalanche of shit out of people's bags.
No, the best part will be is when, Frank is sitting there on the couch just relaxing for a moment and Mrs. Sparkles jumps in his lap, curls up, and takes a nap.
what the fuck are you
Like-
doing here?
God damn it, not
So,
again.
so
Grab-
everybody's getting their own rings, and Gabe's gonna tell them if you are going to do stupid things and get yourself into positions that can kill you, at least leave yourself an escape route.
Oh,
Sound
he's
advice.
thinking ahead. That's adorable.
There you go.
So is it? Any
Well, let's be honest.
Just
No.
mirror?
So it's specific mirrors. I have
Gotcha.
to. It's specific mirrors that I have to do. Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's fair enough. Okay, so we've got everyone will get a ring. Anything else? And apparently we're supposed to carry space blankets too.
I mean, that's good for whenever a mage tries to use a sun.
There, but yeah. Okay.
Remember Junie, season 1? I brought that up. It was a good idea. You gave me a little bit of bonus experience because it was like, wow, he's actually thinking about this shit.
I'm just breaking in to give you this mirror. Yeah, basically.
Maybe he's done that.
That's what I did to William. Was literally broke into his place, put a mirror in there, and then Mirror walked into his freaking office.
I mean, you didn't break in. You gave it to me as a gift, and I was just like, oh, cool. Whatever.
Well, okay, but that was just me being sneaky about it. Like,
And he
Yeah.
used the mirror to break in and take various things, like a phone.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, did you ever return that?
oh god, no.
I don't think so. No. Trojan mirror, absolutely.
No, Gabe's probably forgot about it. It's probably like on the floor of his car, like covered in like Cheeto dust or something. I don't know. Like it's
Cheeto
forgotten
dust.
about. It's dead.
You know, dust from the humans that you course.
Oh my god.
I just imagine Gabe's car is always dirty. Like
You know, that would make sense just for the view. Like, you know, an empty thing of McDonald's fries.
right.
A random bag from an Arby's that's
And
empty.
you're like, where do you get all this trash from? You can't eat. And Gabe's like, I just like going through drive-thrus. Okay, makes
I
me
like
feel
whining,
alive."
dining the humans before I
I
nom them.
miss drive-thrus. Oh wait, I was dead before drive-thrus existed.
The only people who will talk to me anymore are those who work at the drive-through windows.
The only people that don't drive me nuts are the people that drive windows.
They understand me.
It just takes them a long time. Not as long when I get needy.
At least they do what I tell them to, okay?
Oh, damn.
Ask for drink without ice. I triple dog dare you. It's gonna be what Frank said.
We make Gabe sound so sad. He is sad.
Yeah, he's a sad boy.
He's
With
very
3 eyes.
sad. With 3 eyes.
He's a sad boy.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
That's his secret, Nerdy. He's always sad.
He can never do ice.
No ice.
Right? Between no ice, no salt, getting the right, you know, sauce. Like, I didn't ask for ketchup. Get that poverty shit out of here.
Oh my god.
If I wanted your shitty tomato sauce, then I would ask you for shitty tomato sauce.
Yes, can I please have some of the shitty tomato sauce, please? I'm gonna do that at the next drive-thru I go to and see what happens.
You're not gonna like what happens.
Oh my god.
I used to work at drive-thrus. We've heard weirder. Like, that's nothing.
Can you just give me an employee to nom on? Yeah, how much is that?
Oh shit, I forgot Nerdy dies if she has tomatoes.
Yeah?
Oh god.
That's bad, yeah.
Yeah, we don't want Nerdy dying.
Oh gosh.
Kindred is a way of life. You don't need to die for it.
I'm really looking forward to everybody trying to die next week.
Yay!
It's just
Don't worry.
become kind of a regular weekly thing.
Don't
Well-
worry, I'll lead us into perdition the right way next week.
Oh my god, don't you dare.
That makes us
Gabe's-
worry more.
Gabe's already had one, like, mental breakdown, okay?
I mean,
It's okay, I could turn
Do it
back
2 weeks
time.
in a
You'll be
row.
fine.
The problem is you had a mental breakdown right after he finished his mental breakdown.
I'm so pissed that I failed that willpower roll because I really wanted Gabe to be pissed and drive off, but like
well, it was that
he couldn't
last
leave.
session for this month. He does have layovers during the year, and what we're gonna do is actually bring him back for the finale. So whether he lives or dies off screen, that is up to
You know what?
Zed's.
I am good
call.
with some filler sessions so that we have the finale with Zed. We can do
Beach
that.
day. Beach day.
We burn.
Beach night.
That's-
Not
There
on a full
you go.
moon. We can do beach night. There you go.
Oh god.
I believe I knew
William will just be curled up with a book.
That's when I just decide that one of Gabe's goals is just to force everybody to fly out to Las Vegas for a week and like just avoid the A-bombs and
Murder Bikini Beach Party. Yes.
You know,
I'm gonna figure out how to talk to the whales.
if I were a Malkavian as Frank, I would fuck with people and be like, you're gonna go to the nearest, you're gonna go gamble. All of your life savings away. Have fun.
No, Murder Bikini Beach Party. So you all show up at, a beach where there's a party and murder might just happen.
No!
A
That
book-
gets the attention of the Catholic Church.
no.
We
Gabe
don't
doesn't
need
wanna
those
do
heathens
that.
sniffing around.
By the
Gabe
way,
wants to build sandcastles.
you do realize that Las Vegas is run by the Giovanni, right?
Look, I don't
No,
care.
I didn't.
Okay, it's just for
And the
fun.
revenue is possible.
Also, Las Vegas is a freaking desert, yo. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. It's 116 degrees dry heat.
Yeah,
when
but
it's
like,
not
there's
cold
also
out.
like magic shows and stuff.
I mean, I could always send you guys to LA. You've
Where
been
are we
to the
walking
valley,
magic
right?
show?
Oh, Frank would fuck with them.
Dude, if we went and saw a magic show, Gabe would fuck with the magic show.
No, I said I could always take you to LA, you know, where the valley is.
Clotho's gift. Scamper up there. Actually cut the woman in half.
My God, you monster!
Oh, you're playing Kindred. You are monsters.
I know.
Magic
Still.
show ends and Gabe's
I know
like, hey,
that.
where'd Olivia go? Oh, she found the fish tank.
No. She found the tigers.
She's
There you
like,
go, yeah. She's making havoc. Let's go find
That's
the
when
havoc.
she just like frees all of the tigers.
oh, it'd be okay to walk around with a freaking tiger on a leash in Vegas.
Oh no, don't
Who
worry.
said
This
anything
is
about a fucking leash?
this is
Forget
our
that.
this is our good
No,
friend.
Hi, this is Olivia. Don't tase her. She'll bite.
Your head off.
Quite frankly, I might bite if you tase her. She's a good kitty. Do a fake scratch behind the ears.
While the tiger's making it all worse by chewing on the leash.
And
Who
then
said the leash was in chains?
no.
Like that would stop
Can
me.
you like chains of binding a leash so it's invisible?
Oh god.
I mean, chains of binding really
Just for player knowledge.
don't really. You know what?
It doesn't say the source where the chains erupt from. So, I mean, in theory, you could just have them erupt from your wrist around the thing, and you could just drag her or be dragged.
It would be dragged is the probably.
Yeah, that's how that would end with the tiger, I think.
I think if Olivia went tiger and Gabe tried to do that, I think Gabe would get his ass dragged across the floor. Like,
Wait a minute.
But-
No, Kitty.
Run,
No.
Bird!
But doing that to somebody like Frank might be better, or somebody that can actually keep up with the cat.
yeah.
I don't know. I think
You just
Olivia
hear
would.
Gabe.
I think Olivia would take that as a personal challenge.
You can just hear Gabe screaming, "Rug burn, rug burn!"
Slow down. These are my nice pants.
I was
No,
just thinking
no,
that.
not the fountain, not the fountain.
Shoes!
Save my shoes. Say no. Her name is Scooby. She doesn't say it. Don't take it to anything else. Oh my god.
Oh my god. we could take the act to Vegas and do a show. If Olivia doesn't mind jumping through hoops and shit. We wouldn't do any
I
fiery.
think that would be.
Well, we can make the
Here.
fire. Actually,
We can
you
make
guys-
the fire
You
green.
can make the fire green. So therefore,
That's true. That'd be fun.
now here's the question: what would Frank and Amelia do?
You mean
I think
Frank and
Amelia
Gabe?
can figure that out on the fly.
I think that they would be the people in the crowd, like who would be like the plants.
I mean, I would be a trick myself, because now you see me, now you don't.
Yeah, there's that. The Clothos.
Yeah.
For finale, you can cut the volunteer half live on stage.
Ooh, you could cut
Oh, not
Amelia
William,
in half
not William.
because not William. You could do you could cut Amelia in half because she's got the like Gemini's thing, the mirror image thing.
Oh, she does.
Yes, she
Yeah,
does.
that worked.
Oh God. Is that what's gonna happen next season? Are we just taking our characters to Vegas and making a show
No, this is
of
the
it?
filler episode. This is the
It's
filler
filler
episode to
Okay,
get us to the finale.
Okay, I like the sound of it. I like the
Yeah,
sound of it.
when are we thinking finale? Do we have like a time frame for that?
Not really, because I left and forgot to upload a couple of things to YouTube.
It depends on Zed's schedule.
That too, and I'm looking
Okay.
at counting how many episodes we have left. So I'm hoping mid-May, early June.
I just want to know how many episodes I want to know how many weeks I have left to get my mind out of being the like D&D player that I am into being like an actual vampire player with no moral compass who doesn't give a shit about the other people in the group.
You've got a couple of
You have,
months,
So,
You have
Okay.
roughly 14 sessions.
14
okay.
or so sessions, something like that. We'll find out.
Gotcha.
I'm going this week through our YouTube, and I'm going to make sure I have everything uploaded or uploading it, and then making sure everything's up and posted correctly. Because, couldn't do things on vacation. Sorry, guys.
Shit, that means
That's all right.
I've got to get my ass in gear on that backstory then.
Yeah, I need to chat with a certain La Bamba about how our characters know each other. But
Actually,
we haven't had the time
I
to
would
do that
also
yet.
like you all to make sure that you're talking to the mage of this group. So you
No,
guys
the
have
mage-
ties into
We
this.
keep the mage around as a pet.
You're gonna give her every reason to stake you to death, aren't
I
you?
mean, I've got a pretty easy tie-in for her. I mean, since I'm a Nos, it makes sense that I'd kind of like information alley everything. Like,
Okay.
I can work that
no
out.
idea
with
how
her.
the hell that would work.
I can work it out with her.
I'm just waiting for, these two, the Nas and the Lasombra, to meet the Kies and Puka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you always nuts, or do you have a human form?
There will be a human, a squirrel, and a polar bear, actually.
Wow.
I threw all my XP into this
You're
mess.
the business real quick.
Oh, yeah. And she's psychotic.
All I know is I get told, hey, Junie, where can I put my points at because I want to do this, and this? And I'm like, well, you're going down this line. You'd have to do this, and this. Okay!
And
I'm
she
going,
forgot.
oh, God.
She's
Thanks
sitting
for
here
the
going.
following.
She's sitting here going, you can change size if you add more points to this. I'm like, no, that's another form that can change size.
Oh, God.
True, but one form lets you
Squirrel!
be body shape size, and then the other one lets you change your body form size to what you want to be.
No.
Yeah.
The other one allows both.
So I've got
Yeah,
like,
that's
how many
metamorphosis.
how many pages of backstory are you looking for? I currently have 2.
That's good.
I think you're set.
Is that good?
I
I
mean,
think I'm just going to come up with 3 paragraphs like last time,
See-
and it'll be fine.
I love backstory. Give me more backstory, more hooks, more things to play with. That's where the extra XP comes in. So the more, the better.
What was the base experience for these poverty ponies?
Your base experience,
35.
35. Then you get
Yeah.
bonus for making more, for giving me a better backstory.
Yeah.
So
However,
7
you
pages.
give me 7 pages.
Here's my 19-page backstory.
I made a 50-page backstory for a sorcerer once. Do not tempt me.
So, I don't know about you guys, but Olivia, I think this is going to turn into a my horse is bigger than your horse. Do we just want to bail?
For me, I don't. As much backstory as you give me, that's what the XP is going to be. Your base,
Sounds great.
Your base is between 5 and 10.
I've got 2 sentences right now. I've got some work to do.
I mean, look, we're not going to be playing for this for 5, maybe 6 months. You have time. I'm not expecting
There's no
this.
time.
I'm
Yeah,
not
we only got
expecting
4
I
this.
months.
don't have Clotho's gift. There's no time.
You don't understand.
Speak to Frank.
Mid-May, we go into testing versions for the kids. I ain't got that much time.
That's fine. We'll work with it. I'm just looking at it like, hey, give me a story. I will give you your hooks. We will go with it. The more story, the more hooks. It makes it easier for me. Plus, it's your
Well,
characters.
Speaking of time, I have to go take my kids out in the snow soon.
Yes, because
Ah,
it's snowing
so-
in Texas.
Yeah.
On that
Yeah.
note, thank you all for joining us for Take a Breath. Thank me for joining Take a Breath. Love you guys. Thanks for letting me jump in and defend myself.
Yeah.
Defend yourself.
He had to. We called him out.
Well, we did.
Yeah.
I will give you that. Hold on. I'm going through and finding out who's on what blah.
Who we're gonna see if we can host.
Yeah, I wasn't
Check
even
out
paying attention.
the following links in Twitch chats. We have our social media pages for Twitter, Instagram. We also have Discord. And check out other members of the family over at World of Darkness, McStabbers, Gehenna, Near Dark, Faith Up Again, Q Times, Penny Arcade, Roll For It, and Archives of the Dragon. Give them a follow. Check out their stuff. They're as entertaining as us. If not, well, I don't know. I think we're pretty entertaining. I'm not. It's not gonna be a big. My horse is bigger than your Nosferatu.
Wow. All right. Well, speaking of that, Cube Times is actually starting it looks like a pop culture RPG right now. So we're gonna go and host them. So we will hopefully see you guys all later.
Bye.
Take care.
Hey.
Bye.
Trying to make